crazy. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, well, it's April 30th today, so it's the last day of April, and excuse me, I just got done eating hoops on toast. Oh my god, I love hoops on toast. But now I'm like, do I have food in my teeth? Oh well. Yeah, it's the end of the month, so I figured I'd sort of reflect maybe on how April has been. So I made this list of, you know, my to-dos for April. I have my paper list here. And I wrote, April, I wanted to finish the beaded project, draw the game club patch, draw stream starting soon screen, look at my printer, plant my daffodils, draw YouTube screen emote faces, and fix Grommet. Well, out of the whole list, oh, there's a fly in here. Out of the whole list, I drew the Game Club patch, and that was actually the month before's patch. I finally did it because Game Club got delayed. This month's Game Club has also got delayed to next month, so that's handy. I didn't have to do two in 1 month. But I only finished one thing off of my list, and I'm like, shit, that's kind of disappointing. Oh my god, this fly is going to get on my nerves. But also, I'm not going to beat myself up about it. I don't have actually a lot of time to do all the craft stuff I want to do. You know, I work and I have plans in the evenings and at the weekends and stuff like that. I've also like I'm doing more like generally in my life. I'm going out more and stuff like that, which I hadn't done for a long time. I've probably said a million times. Oh my god, here we go again. I've probably said this a million times. Yeah. So actually, I'm finding that I don't have a lot of time to craft, which is kind of shit in a way because I finally have like an area set up for crafting and I have like the motivation to craft. I just don't have the time because I'm trying to do everything, and trying to do everything's really hard. So, you know, it's okay. I think this month, coming May, I'm resisting the urge to make the Justin Timberlake meme. I think I'm going to make myself a list. I think I'm going to make myself a to-do list. Well, that wasn't really a to-do list. It was just like a vague idea. I guess it was here's a vague idea of things you could do in April, you know, so that if I got one done and I was looking for something else, I would have like this here as like, oh, these are the things you kind of want to work on now. So it wasn't, I didn't have to get it done by April, so that's fine. I'm not pressuring myself. I have no need to put unnecessary pressure on myself. So that's okay. This is how far I've got with the beaded thing. This is the better side, I think. This is the side it will probably hang up. This is how far I've got. I finally have lips and the starting of wings. Okay. This has taken so long. Like, so long. I am at that point where I'm like, I can't wait for it to be over. But it's going to be a real great achievement when I finish that because it's so time consuming. But I would actually genuinely really like to finish this in May. So I think I will make myself a list for May, and I think it'll be a bit of a shorter one, maybe, because I just don't want to pressure myself. And it wasn't really a pressure. I guess the only pressure I felt was when I was like, oh my God, sorry. When I was like, I'm going to add it into the video, and that voice in your brain that goes, you're a failure, you failed, you know. I don't know, that's so fun. So that's the only thing. But in reality, does it matter? No, doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. So now I'm going to make a list for May. So May. Okay, my list is 1, finish. I put an E on the end of finish. I don't know why. I'm just going to leave it there. Bead project. Okay. 2 is draw game. I probably maybe should have had the camera on me drawing. On me writing. Whatever. Draw game club patch is the second one on the list. Third, I think, the stuff that's on this list I want to do, but I don't want to make the whole list these again. Or should I just make the whole list these again? No, these can be sidelined. What do I actually want to do in May? I do want to do all of those things. I really do need to do everything on this list. Fuck me. That's going to be a side list. What's my actual goal for May? Finish the beaded project, yes. I need to do the game club patch. So that is like non-negotiable. Want to do that. So that's 2. 3 is make 3 charms. I offered to make a charm for someone, and they asked if I could make like three charms. So I'll maybe like add a bit in the video when I like gather the beads and stuff, but I won't show them because they're gonna have names on, and that's like personal to that person. So I don't want to show it online. But so I need to do that also. That's like another non-negotiable. Maybe my lists for each month should be like my non-negotiables I need to get done. So finish bead project, draw game club patch, make 3 charms. I don't know what's happened with my handwriting, but my final one is starting soon. Screen drawing. My fucking writing is so bad. So May, finish bead project. Definitely, really, my goal is to finish it as soon as I can. So that's number 1. I think the reason why I haven't finished anything else on my list actually is because anytime I sit down to craft, all I've done is this beaded project. Like, I haven't done anything else. Also, okay, this list is getting bigger. All right, the list is getting bigger. The list is as big as the April list. Whatever, it doesn't matter. Yeah, anytime I sit down, all I do is this beading. And I think that's probably not helping because I just don't have time to do anything else. Anytime I get, it's on this project. So I need to get this project done. 2, game club patch. This month's game which is extending into May, is No Straight Roads. So I haven't started playing it yet, so I don't have any idea for what I'm going to do for the patch. We hadn't started it yet because we have been playing Split Fiction, which we have now completed. I don't know if I've mentioned it, but really enjoyed it. I enjoy It Takes Two better. Definitely do. Not that you have to compare them, but I enjoyed It Takes Two a lot better. But I had a lot of fun. So any like spare gaming together time was on that because the current game club game, No Straight Roads, is co-op, and so we're waiting to finish that game to then start No Straight Roads. I probably didn't need to explain that, but so I don't know what I'm going to draw for the patch yet. Number 3 is make those charms. I'm just going to make... I think they're going to be quite easy in the way of... I have colour schemes to do, so that's fine. And it's just one colour for both. I'm making 3. 2 are going to be one colour scheme, and then the other one's going to be a different colour scheme. When I've been making them before, I've kind of been theming them off of like characters from shows or video games and stuff like that. So it takes me a bit longer and a bit more like... have to be a bit more thought out, I feel like. But not that I'm not going to put any thought into these, but it's a bit more it's a bit easier than me doing like a character from a show or something. So that shouldn't take me too long. 4 is starting soon screen drawing. So I have an idea in my mind for my starting soon screen for Twitch, and I really just want to get on it because it keeps like going around in my head. It's one of those ideas that just keeps circling around and around and around, and I'm like, I can't start it until I finish this fucking beaded thing. I know that I can start other projects in between doing this, but I just want to give all of my time to this so I can finally get it done. Do you know what I mean? But I would like to make some progress on it. I'm sure I have like a design, a rough design, I think, that I drew for the starting soon screen somewhere in here. So I have a general idea, but I keep having more ideas pop over my head. So even if I don't start the drawing, I'd like to just collate all of my ideas so that I have all of it together for when I do start the drawing, because I keep thinking of different things and I need to make sure I either sketch them or write them down. So just make a start on it. It doesn't have to necessarily draw it all, but just make a start on it. And then the last one is crochet. So I got that Wallace and Gromit crocheting book, and I recently bought a Humble bundle of crocheting books. But yeah, my partner got me the Wallace and Gromit crochet book so I could make him something, and I just haven't started crocheting yet. So I need to learn how to crochet. I haven't learned, but I would like to start. I think that's one thing I just want to. Although I'm learning to make something for someone else, that's something that I just keep getting the urge to like learn for myself. So I'd really like to make a start in May on it, because it's just something that I really want to do. I want to do all of these other things, but most of the things I'm trying to get done are for other people, because I really love making things for other people. It makes me really happy, especially if someone asks, you know, if someone likes what I do or asks, you know, I love it that I can make something for someone. But yeah, crocheting, I just really want to learn for myself. I want to try and learn a new skill, and I think it'd be quite fun because there's things like I want to make for myself and make for other people. But yeah, so that's my May goal. That's my May goals. I don't know why that sounds really weird to say, my May goals. But yeah, if you guys like had any goals for April and you did them or didn't do them, feel free to let me know. And if you've made any goals for May, these videos are probably going to come out really late, so maybe you have to like think back to April. But whatever month it is, you can put the month and the year in the chat. Maybe this video doesn't come out until 2028. But put, you know, if you want to share any goals you have, feel free to, or that you've okay, brain. Let's any goals you have, or any goals that you did have that you've completed or didn't complete. Just share if you want to. I'd love to hear them. Be quite inspiring, probably. That's what I did this month. I drew the Game Club patch and I worked on the beaded project. Outside of that, though, I hit this. Outside of that, though, you know, I've done a lot of other things. Not everything is just this list. You know, I went out for that 7.5 mile walk that I'll never stop talking about. But that was a great achievement for me. You know, I've just committed every week to my walks, going outside. I just continue to work on my anxiety and pushing myself out of my comfort zone, and just like continually working on my brain. But all of that is really, you know, hard work, and I'm really proud of myself. And I think that's important also with this stuff. Don't belittle yourself when you don't reach your goals. It's not worth it. It gets you nowhere. But when you do things, make sure that you like just take pride in what you've done. Like, try and be proud of yourself. And even if it's like, I feel really proud of myself, but you don't feel it, because a lot of the time I don't feel it when I say it. I don't feel that feeling. The more you start to say that, the more you will start to feel it. Because I didn't at first. And now sometimes I'm like, oh, do you know what? Actually, I do feel proud of myself. So, you know, that's important. Anyway, I'm not going to go on another rant. I feel like I've probably gone on like 10 rants about mental health in this video already, but it's just so important to me. I've been like quite nervous about my birthday coming up in like a few months, because the past like few years I've had really rough times around my birthday. I mean, last year was when I hit rock bottom. It seems to happen around my birthday, and I keep getting like nervous pangs. But then I just remind myself that I've like how far I've come since last year, and it's really important to recognize that, because it's so easy to just fall into like everything sucks and everything's difficult. But then sometimes you can like look back and be like, oh my god, but I just climbed this fucking mountain, and although the rest of the mountain I have to climb is hard, look at, I did all of that. Do you know what I mean? Sometimes you gotta remember, you're not at the bottom of the mountain like you feel like you are. You're actually like whatever amount up. I don't know what I'm saying. I'm just rambling. I hope you guys have had a good April. Definitely let me know what you have been up to. If you've made anything, if you do make things, let me know. I'd love to know about it. And I will add, I'm like wrapping up the video here, but I will probably add later when I draw my final little sketch in my diary. actually, that can go on my fucking proud list for me. I've never committed to a diary this long, ever, I don't think. And I have committed, once again, for a month to do those little drawings in my diary every day. Some days I might miss it if I'm really tired, but the next day I will catch up and I'll draw it. But I've drawn it. I've like filled the month up again. Well, I've got to do today's one as well, which I'll do later. But, excuse me, what a fucking achievement. Do you know what I mean? There's so many things you just might not realise that you're doing. I also started another... Oh my God. Do you know what? I also started another diary. I don't need like 10 diaries, okay? But I'm trying to find a page that doesn't have anything personal in it. Ooh. Basically, I've started another diary. So I started to do one that was just like drawings and a little bit of writing. I've done like journal diaries like this so many times through the years. I have like so many. This probably has some of it at the front. Yeah. This is one that I started like 2 years ago probably and did it. So I really love like scrapbooking type journaling where you just stick shit in. But for the most part, I've just been trying to sit down and like draw parts of my day. I think the drawing in the squares inspired me because I used to do this for quite consistently for periods and then I'd stop. And I just love looking back at these because it's so easy. It's the same kind of thing. Like I can look back and be like, oh my God, the walk. Oh yeah, that breakfast I had. Oh yeah, we totally did that at McDonald's. And I had a bath bomb. Oh my God, that bath bomb smells so good and it was so nice. You know what I mean? Like I love my when my journals are like this. So I've been doing that. I did one, I don't know what I've written here and I can't be bothered to look through, but I did one of like a clothes I bought myself and just drew my little clothing haul. And I'm just like really scrappy with it. And I'm like, do you know what? It doesn't have to be perfect. These can be scrappy drawings. It doesn't matter. And did anyone used to send letters or do like a little code letter where either you do like little drawings as the words or you would actually make a code and write letters to someone? I used to do that. Well, I had played a game. Now, what game was it? I played a game for Game Club and I can't remember. I think it might have been Broken Sword, you know? It might have been a Broken Sword game that we played for Game Club. And there was like a code. You had to like crack a code where they use like symbols for letters sort of thing. And it inspired me to make my own code because I haven't made a code since I was like a child, I think. And I made my own code. And now what I've been doing is each day in this, I'll just write like a little sentence or a little phrase or something in my code because I'm trying to learn it. I probably won't learn it off by heart because my brain's just not great at like retaining shit. But so part of my journal is that I'm just writing like a little thing in each day. And I fucking love it. I love it. Look, if you guys ever made codes and you enjoy making codes, you enjoyed it, I'd say treat yourself and make another one and then just write little notes for yourself. But yeah, that's kind of like my April roundup. So later on, I'll show you, I'm probably going to be beading later, but I'll show you my diary because I'm going to draw in the final little drawing for later and that'll be it. Thank you for watching. If you've hung around, you know, feel free to come back and I don't have anything inspiring to say. Just keep going. Keep on keeping on. Isn't that what they say in Death Stranding? Keep on keeping on. Just keep on keeping on. It's tough out here, man, but it's worth it. Catch you soon. And I knocked something over. So I also finished this puzzle I was working on. A doggo puzzle. I got this one from the charity shop. I mean, to be honest, that's all I just get them from charity shops now. I feel like I don't have to keep saying that. But I really love how it turned out. And it has got all the hidden shapes now. So there's like a heart. There's like looks like a chihuahua face, dog bowl. Kind of looks like a Labrador sitting down, a flower, another dog face, a house. Yeah, it's super cute. And there's just like a circle, I guess it's supposed to be a ball. I really love it. I'm trying to decide what puzzles to do next, but I thought I'd give a little update before I pack it away. I'm also trying to be a bit more, like, I don't know, I can't think of the right word, but, you know, not hoardery and give ones to the charity shop that I'm like, oh, I don't know if I'll do it again or whatever, but I actually really enjoyed this one. So for now, I'm going to keep it, and maybe I'll see in the future if I feel like I'm not going to do it again or something. But I really enjoyed doing this. It was a lot of fun with these pieces, these like cutouts. I'm really hoping I come across more from this like brand. And if you like see one and you enjoy puzzles, I really recommend with these. It was a lot of fun with these random like cutouts inside. So yeah, there's that one. Time to stamp the box. To finish this one on Saturday, so on the 26th. So I've set my stamper. Actually, I'm gonna make sure I've got it the right way up. Yes, I have. Time to stamp the box. Oh, there we go. It is officially stamped as complete. I have decided to do this one as my next one. I got this one quite recently, and although I have a backlog of ones I bought a while ago, I really, really love the the colours on this. I love, and the art style is gorgeous. Bloody gorgeous. So this is going to be my next one, and I do want to do some crafts this evening, but I kind of also want to start this puzzle. So I might do a little bit of a puzzle later. Look how cool, it comes with like a little poster, and I love it when this happens. The person who had it before separated the outside pieces to the inside pieces, which is just like incredible. And also, look, although they didn't put their name, but they must have stamped when they did it. 18th of August 2022. How cool is that? I'm really hoping one day I'll get one that's like stamped and like has someone's name, or maybe like multiple on there. I think it'd be really cool. There's like a booklet in here, and there's such thing as a puzzle subscription. How crazy is that? A puzzle subscription service. I never knew that was a thing, but you can get like a puzzle to your door. Coming soon, available spring 2022. I just thought that was crazy, and I'd love it, but it's probably really expensive. Here we have my finished, you might hear yelling in the background, my finished month of drawings here, all done. I'm really pleased. I've managed to do this for, I think like 3 months in a row now, is it? I will say though, the yellow pen was abolished and put to the side, could no longer be part of this. And now the black pen has felt the same fate, because I started getting it cropping up more often, and then it would be that with the dark blue, that with dark blue again, and then I randomly picked 2 black pens together, and I was like, okay, I'm going to eliminate the black pen as well, because the whole point of this, not the whole point, one point of this was that I wanted to use colours a bit more, because I always draw with black pen. I want to get better with using colours, so the black pen and the yellow pen are now in pen jail, so we'll see if any other colours get the same fate. But yeah, this is my month in drawings. I'm really pleased with how it all turned out. That's a split fiction one. Yeah, it's great. I just love looking at these, because I know I just get sucked back into the days just by looking at them. They're the Rice Krispie cakes I made. The 7.5-mile trail walk. Oh, and my new Hungry Caterpillar jumper. Oh my god, it's so beautiful. But yeah, there's my month. April, done.